The helpful folks at Harris Ace Hardware say thank you for choosing Harris Ace as your favorite place to buy hardware and building supplies. Stop by Harris Ace Hardware and check out their weekly deals. Sign up for Ace Rewards and start earning points toward coupons and rewards. You'll even receive a $5 coupon just for signing up. Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Hinesville, Eulonia, and now in Brunswick. They are ready to serve your everyday building and hardware needs. Harris Ace Hardware.
It's time now for a look at in local sports. In sports, we'll begin with a message from a longtime friend and host of the Georgia Scoreboard High School Scoreboard Show, which has aired for years here on the Big Dog, as host Tommy Palmer is saying that he's currently under the care of hospice. That he's currently in his final days under hospice care. Palmer says he's been battling cancer in his right lung since August of 2017. As of today, he's had 3 major surgeries, chemo, cyberknife, and numerous biopsies, and so much more. Palmer in a press release says this is just for information only. Says he doesn't want any pity parties at the Palmer House or out in radio land. He's produced and anchored the high school scoreboard show since 2005. Wanted to thank all his loyal listeners and sponsors for the past 15 years. Recently returned home from a lymph node biopsy and right lung surgery at St. Joseph's Hospital in Savannah. The report from his doctors was not what they had hoped for or what he was hoping for. Palmer says after surgery, 15 days of rest and recuperation at the hospital, he says it's now time for him to begin his final days under local hospice care. Says he has no idea how much time he has left, but he says he continues to keep his faith and will do so until God calls him home. Says he would like to hear from anyone by Instagram or Twitter. His Instagram account is at TJ Palmer Sr. His Twitter account is at Georgia High School Scoreboard. His email, tjpalmers@gmail.com. Says he hopes his son Jay will replace him on the scoreboard show, but he says that's not up to him. Finally, he says, for the record, his doctor's given less than a 1% chance of making it 6 months. So, again, if you'd like to send him a note, he says he'd like to hear from his listening audience. Again, Tommy Palmer's been a good friend to Wayne County, regular guest each year at the Wayne County Touchdown Club. In his final days in his battle with cancer, and if you could reach out to him, he said he would deeply appreciate it. This past Sunday, NASCAR returned to the air, and the viewership more than 6 million across the country, a 38% increase over the audience for the last race before the season was suspended. People just yearning for their sports to return sooner the better. This weekend, Memorial Day weekend, a fun golf charity event with Tiger and Peyton Manning battling Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady, billed as champions for charity, expected to raise more than $10 million for COVID-19 relief efforts. Everyone's still hoping for a high school and college football season. One decision has been made on the high school level. That is that all teams will not be able to play out of state. Any opponents of the year 2020 have to be in-state. That decision made. So any high school expected to hit to Florida or Alabama to play Hoover, forget all that. In-state games only in the year 2020. That's going to do it for latest in the local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day at this time by friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
When you have an accident, you, not the insurance company, chooses the body shop.